As a full-time marketer and part-time micro-influencer, I know how important collaborations and partnerships are in materializing our various advocacies. Thus, during my time as a JCI Regatta president, I maximized partnerships that led for the organization to generate a total of 3.9 million fund value to sustain our various programs and projects through collaborations. In support of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 17, Partnerships for the Goals, PPP or private-public partnerships is one way of bridging the gap between both sectors of the society. As a non-profit organization, JCI Regatta recognizes the importance of strengthening linkages through different organizations, businesses, and LGUs and government institutions.
Being an educator at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, I have witnessed not only the students, but also my colleagues and fellow educators struggle in coping up and maintaining a quality life. In support of United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 3, JCI Regatta recognizes the importance of everyone's mental health status in the maintenance of one's overall well-being, and thus the birth of Project Akbay, a mental health support program aimed to alleviate teachers from the mental stresses, burnouts, and anxieties brought about by the challenges of their profession and the pandemic. The program has been recognized in JCI Philippines as one of the best mental health programs within the organization.
My story of growing up with a disability and learning that it is okay to be different has always been my motivation to serve the community of people with special needs. In line with UN SDG 10 Reduce Inequalities, JCI Regatta's flagship program, Balangao, tries to be as all-embracing as possible, tackling PSN concerns from various perspectives and entry points. Since its inception in 2011, JCI Regatta's Balangao has been recognized as the best inclusivity program for differently abled persons of JCI Philippines, both from Cadro Awards and Temyong Awards. From this, our PSNs were able to embrace the uniqueness despite the differences, strives to live a normal life, and be able to build a spectrum that shines.
With both of my parents being educators, I'm a firm believer that education is the key to success. The right to education is a fundamental human right. The odds may be stacked against the youth, but with the right opportunities and the right support system, we will always find a way to move forward. In line with UN SDG 4, Quality Education, Junior Chamber International recognizes the efforts of students in both the primary and secondary levels through the Youth Leadership Excellence Awards, a program that recognizes these students because of their exemplary leadership and performance.
As an educator and an environmental advocate, I encourage my students to innovate and implement projects such as recycling. Speaking of environmental preservation and its support to UN SDG 15 Climate Action, JCI Regatta innovated a project entitled Notebook Mo, I-Recycle Ko, wherein unused pages of notebooks are gathered and put to make new notebooks. Through this, we can save more trees and take part in mitigating climate change. The products of this project were distributed to our partner schools and beneficiaries.
Mangrove forests are the best breeding grounds of aquatic life, and as a professional seafarer myself, I have witnessed how globalization threatens marine life. MARPOL 7378 serves as a guide for people at sea in protecting our oceans. But we also have to do our part on land. That's why JCI Regatta conducts a series of mangrove growing activities in partnership with other JCI local organizations, local government units, and other private companies. This is our conscious way of supporting the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 14, Life Underwater.
I am a registered pharmacist, chemical technician, entrepreneur, and a sports enthusiast. As an adventurous and active person who advocates health and overall well-being, My line of work is always dedicated to the service of humanity. Endorsing exercise to encourage positive health, Run for Peace is JCI Regatta's project for UN SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Being involved with causes that promotes peace and address life issues in our society, JCI promotes Peace is Possible, a campaign that mobilizes young people worldwide to create awareness, advocate peace, take action, and commit to an everlasting world peace.
Cultural heritage is something that we Filipinos are proud of. It is a part of who we are as people, as a community, and as a country. In a nation full of diversity, it is important that no one should get left behind. JCI Regatta under United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 10, Reduce Inequalities, recognizes the importance of including everyone and empowering the indigenous people to embrace their culture and provide a platform for them to be introduced to a wider audience.
In line with UN SDG 4, Quality Education, Libro Dagdag Talino of JCI Regatta aims to increase the literacy level of youth today, provide deeper engagement on reading, and provide books to far-flung barangays. As an experienced teacher, I believe that strong implementation of education will help and develop young people with greater skills to evaluate and apply knowledge in ways that meet the new demands of our changing society. This project also promotes education and distant learning and indicates the meaning and purpose of human life.
As a student leader since elementary, my involvement in various youth development activities enabled me to realize my full potential as a person. My passion to serve the youth sector paved me the way to become the program director of the Outstanding Students of Iloilo Awards. TOSHA is a flagship program of JCI Regatta since its inception in 2009. It gives due honor and credit to junior high school and college graduating students who are not only outstanding in academics and leadership, but have a high sense of social responsibility. TOSHA has been recognized as the best youth development program of JCI Philippines in both Quadro and Temyong Awards. By fostering a meaningful partnership with academic and social institutions, TOSHA is an embodiment of UN SDG 17, Partnership for the Goals.